Mercury main rig. I've been having fun playing Vegeta. Even after the nerf.
Lionel, you're still on Far Cry?
Yeah, but I'm probably gonna jump off here soon.
All done.
The cook, I don't know, gave them food and something. I don't remember what it was. But then they killed or tortured the parents in front of the kids or whatever.
Wow.
They wanted to eat every single time they ate or something like that. He would hurt their parents, but the kids were like starving, so they, the kids didn't want to hurt their parents. They're not going to starve to death either,
Yeah. Wow.
And then the guy, the weirdo guy, the like mastermind behind all of it, he was talking about his daughter. Whenever he found out God's calling, his daughter, if she was still innocent and little and yada yada yada, that he took her into his hands. He knew immediately what he did. That he grabbed the little air tube and punched it off so she wasn't breathing anymore. That was his calling. And I was like, he killed his daughter, like as an infant baby. What the fuck?
Wow. So.
It's pretty crazy.
It is.
Yeah, the introduction to this game was kind of nutty. You're like, they call you the rook. Are you the rook? No, you're the rookie. And, deputy, I guess, or something like that, you're a chief officer, and you're assisting a federal agent who's got a warrant for the arrest of this mastermind guy. And, he's got this cult following, and the local sheriff is there, and you guys are helicoptering in. And the sheriff is trying to convince you guys not to go in. He's like, listen, you don't want to mess with these guys, it's a different story. And then you go in there and you interrupt the church prayer service, and like, you're taking him in, because he's got like a warrant, you arrest the guy, and you go to him on the helicopter, and then like, all these people start just jumping on the helicopter, they're like falling to their death and stuff, and like, they're like all crazy and stuff, and it's like this witch hunt, like, the helicopter crashes and stuff, and you're all weird. It's pretty intense though in the beginning, when you first start out. And...
Well, I'm so sorry
I
your
don't.
headset went crapped out, Vinyl.
Yeah, I can't hear out of the right side at all.
Wow.
Which definitely sucks.
Yeah.
But at least it's not doing that crazy sounding thing right now.
Mhm.
I told myself I was gonna not game today and I was gonna do stuff around the house, but I don't fucking want to do stuff around the house.
And now that your headset's crapped out, like, come on.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta start finding one online now.
Mhm.
Ow. I'm getting a bump gun here too. Dead by Daylight wouldn't let us play.
No.
I did the wheel at GTA. I got on Quiz Game. I don't know. I don't know if I could even try for Apex with half a headset.
It was somebody, one of the people who added you on your friend request. It fucked up your
Mm-hmm.
headset. They sent a shock towards your headset and made it fuck up.
Who? Who came up?
Nothing. One of those random people that added you.
Oh, those
6
friend
people.
requests? Oh, I'm not
Yeah.
looking at that.
They could have fucked up your headset.
I just don't reply to them.
Yeah.
If you delete the friend request, they can send you another friend request.
Exactly. So.
So I just save them. They have to actually go in and find their friend request and delete it to send me another one if they want to do that.
Yeah.
That's not me. Oh hell, now I've been up almost all night and oh.
Moving with payload.
What? What?
Something
Is
that
that
Lucio
English?
says. Yeah, moving with the payload.
Mhm.
Oh, no, I thought you were just like, I was like, what are you saying? What are you saying to me? What was that? I didn't understand
Moving
any
with
of it.
payload.
Jesus. Man, I was just having shitty games yesterday. I started out the day pretty good on Call of Duty, but I ended my night pretty shitty.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that game. I thought I liked it, but then it's so frustrating.
Yeah, well, isn't all games where you lose frustrating? I mean,
Yeah.
no, I have a hard time killing people sometimes in that game. It pisses me off. And the fact that you can just continuously respawn people, I mean, I guess that's alright, but it sucks that they can come back in so quickly and just land back on top of you and wipe you out, you know? What is that noise?
I think that's 420's headset.
Oh, I thought it was mine.
Is that my mic?
I have no idea. My headset took
We
a
don't
crap like
know.
40 minutes ago. It did this like pop
It
noise
could
and
be
went.
my headset, but.
I'm blaming Rocky. Yeah, I haven't seen America on in a minute. Have you?
Right? No, I haven't seen him on either.
I hope he's not like coroned out.
Right? Hope not.
I'm nervous now
Me too, I'm getting there.
with the coronavirus. It's starting to kind of freak me out. I mean, I'm not like scared and I'm not like paranoid or anything. I'm just
Mhm.
with my husband going to work in grocery stores. You know, the chances of us getting it are like high. You know, like,
Yeah.
and I know he says he takes off all his clothes and puts them in a bag and yada yada and you know takes a shower when he gets home, but That's just talking about if it's on the outside of him. That's not if he breathes it in or touches something and then touches his face. Now he's infected and he comes home, you know? It doesn't even matter how many showers he takes. He's already got it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I don't like that pipe either.
It sucks. You broke 2 pipes the other day.
I know. Like 10 minutes after I broke one, I broke the other.
Not even 10 minutes, man. No.
I don't know. Yeah, it was about 10 minutes. I don't know.
Some shit like that, yeah.
8 minutes, I don't know. Whatever. It was very quick time frame.
Yeah, it was. I'm like, did you just break one?
You know, because my husband was getting a pipe down for me. He broke one too yesterday.
Oh, shit. Dude.
Now we're starting to use the ones that, like, you know, have been put away in the drawer forever.
Right, yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Like, I have a bong that my mom gave me that was, like, it's pretty, you know? So, like, I used to always keep it up on the mantle. It wasn't a big deal. My kid wouldn't even know it was a bong. It looks like a very oriental flower vase type thing, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But the down stem isn't snug, so, like, you never get a good hit on it, you know?
Oh.
And, I just didn't care for it, you know? It's just, like, it's pretty, you know? It's just not a really nice hitting bong, you know what I mean? But, I put that away, and I'm like,
You might just need to buy a custom.
Down.
You might need to take that back down and buy a custom down stem for it.
Yeah,
That fits.
that
fits. You know, try them out at the store.
Every single time my husband cleans the bong, he breaks the down stem. Every single time. Every single time. And it's not whenever he's cleaning it, it's after he's cleaning it. He's already cleaned the whole motherfucking thing, and he's putting it together with the bowl. He's like packing a bowl, and he breaks it every single time. And he's like, I just fucking cleaned that out, you know? Like, dude. And he's like, that was my last bowl. There's glass in it now. I'm like, I don't know, dude. You gotta stop trying to clean this shit. I don't know what his deal is. He always breaks it every single time he cleans it. It's ridiculous. Ouch. I've broken somebody else's pipe like once. I think only once have I ever broken somebody's rig. Yeah. But it was at my ex's birthday party, and like some dude, it was my ex. We were there, and I don't know what happened, but he dropped this pipe that this guy was talking about his friend made for him, and it was like a level pipe or something like that, or like his friend moved away or died or something. There was like, you know, he couldn't get at this pipe again. He was all raving about it. And then my boyfriend at the time, he went to hand it to me, and I wasn't paying attention, and it just fell and broke it. I was like, I am so sorry. That sucks so bad. And I thought this kid was gonna cry. Grown ass man. I don't remember the story about his pipe, but I think that's like the only time that's ever happened to me.
Damn. I never broke anyone's pipe.
Huh? Is that my stuff cutting out? I don't know if that's me cutting out or not. I can't understand you.
You're cutting out, dude.
Oh, it's not just me? Alright.
Not bad, that's just me. The one thing I did drop was someone's bottle of vodka.
I dropped a 40 on some chick's foot at a party. She had to get like 9 stitches.
A 40 bottle?
Yeah, 40 ounce of beer.
Oh.
I was drunk as fuck and like, cause like 40 ounces, you know how they're shaped, like the top of it's like super narrow, like it narrows out toward the part you drink out of. And I was drunk and there was condensation because it was cold and it was summer, so it slipped, fell right on her fucking foot.
That's funny.
That must have sucked.
Well, the worst thing about it is she's the one who bought it for me too.
Oh shit, that sucks.
Have I ever hurt anybody or done anything like that? I don't think so. I think I'm always like pretty.
Excuse me.
I yoinked a gallon of milk from my cousin, knocked both of her front teeth out.
With a gallon of milk?
Because it was chocolate milk, right? And she was like, gonna finish it, and I really wanted some. So I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
no.
Oh, I see what you did. Okay.
And I yoinked it from her as she was chugging it. Knocked both of her teeth out.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Well, dude, come on, share that shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna agree to that one.
She knew I wanted it.
Well, I knocked that bitch's teeth out. My goodness.
It was the milk that did it. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't punch her or anything. I yoinked the gallon of milk.
A gallon? Isn't a gallon kind of soft?
I don't know. We were young. She had loose teeth.
Hmm.
We were like,
No, my brother, whenever we were younger, we were on a slide, and but they wouldn't pull them because they said that they needed those teeth to stay where they were in order for the other teeth to come in correctly.
oh wow.
So they told my brother, so he had to have these two like brown teeth for like 2 or 3 years before they came out naturally on their own.
Don't dead teeth smell bad? Like,
I don't recall it being an issue. They weren't like brown like that. It was just like, you ever seen like a starfish or it's like a sand dollar alive? As to when it dries out, you've never seen a live sand dollar?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so there's kind of like that like lightish tan brownish color. I don't know. They weren't dark brown or anything, but they just slowly started to get brown, you know. And he has like 2 school pictures with it.
My oldest son broke his leg on a slide.
Yes.
Try it out. I walk around with a club foot for fucking 8 weeks.
My cousin Gorwin, he decided he was gonna skateboard off the top of the roof, like he was gonna come down. He ended up coming down off the top of the roof and broke both of his ankles, shattered both of his legs. He was in a wheelchair. It was fucking funny.
I had an idiot buddy. He tried to do some shit off a roof into a dumpster, but he failed to check into a dumpster. Yes, because he thought it was usually the cardboard dumpster, like for cardboard only. But like he failed to check to see if there was any actual cardboard in there first. So he does his bullshit and he jumps into just an empty dumpster, dude. Shatters his whole arm up to the elbow. Fucking idiot, dude. You're a fucking moron.
Yeah, I think everybody has. I don't know. I think everybody's broken a bone, right? Everybody for the most part's broken a bone.
Yeah. Just a very few.
Just a couple toes. That's about it for me.
Really?
Yeah. Skating.
Yeah, I shattered my arm skateboarding.
I'm usually good at falling. Tuck and roll.
I was actually trying to make somebody feel better. My cousin kept telling his friend Randy, who had like a crush on me and whatever. They were like 2 years older than me or whatever. And my cousin was making fun of me. He was like, "You can't do a fucking ollie up here. You can't do a kickflip up here." And he's like, "Yeah, I can, bro." And he's like, "You're too fucking fat. You can't do it." And he's like, "Even she can fucking do an ollie, but you can't because you're too fat." And I was like, "I messed up. I don't do ollies correctly." And he was like, "Even she can." And he's making fun of me because, you know, like, so I intentionally mistaked, you know, my little kickflip thing on the half pipe and I fell, you know? I was meaning to, like, mess it up. So, like, in my head, I was just gonna screw it up so that Randy felt better, because I didn't want, you know, my cousin and I we used to fight, like fist fight. Like, my cousin and I used to always get into it. So, like, you know, I felt bad for the guy, and I fell, and whenever I tried to get up, I tried using the same arm, my left arm, to get up, and it collapsed underneath me, and I was laughing it off. And then I looked up in the street lights, you know, I looked up, and my arm from my elbow to my wrist was like a U. It was
Ugh.
bowed like a U.
Mm.
And I was like, oh my God. And I remember I grabbed my arm and I went running into the house. And then I showed my mom and I was like, hey mom. And she's like, ew, stop that, put it back. And I was like, no, it's really starting to hurt now. And my cousin and Randy come in and they've got the video camera and they're like, ah, ha, ha, you broke your arm, didn't you? And then my parents are like, shut up, don't say that, you know? And they're getting us on camera. And I'm like, look, I'm deformed. I'm never going to have a boyfriend again. Like, I was so upset. They recorded the whole thing. Yeah, dude, my arm was deformed. My arm was deformed. Like, it was like, whenever my mom finally...
Worried about boyfriends?
I guess so. That was the big thing. They always laughed about it. Yeah. My bone didn't go through the skin, though. But, we had just moved to California recently. And I didn't have, like, we were a Navy hospital, military. And there wasn't a military hospital near us. It's like, you know, an hour or two away or whatever. We were recently just living in California. My mom's real bad with directions, so the thought of going anywhere outside of, you know, the remote area was like a big ordeal for her. So she waited like, I don't know how long, like a week or 9 days or whatever, before she got me. Yeah, well, she took me to the local hospital and they gave me an ace bandage and some children's Tylenol. I was like, sorry, we can't touch her. She's military. And they wouldn't do anything for me. They gave me an ace bandage. So my mom waited until she could get me in, figure out how to get me down to the military hospital, and the doctor told me that I was going to be deformed, that my arm would be like that my arm had already started healing itself.
Yeah.
And so they had to re-break my arm.
Yep.
Like, he had to re-break my arm. That was great. Like, he asked my mom to step out of the room, and nurse looked me in the eye. They had that little thing that gets your arm pressure or whatever that they try to do, your blood pressure, and they told me to keep it up, and I think they just wanted me to focus on something, and the lady turned my head the other way, and that doctor grabbed my arm and he shattered it over his kneecap, dude, like 3 times. I thought that was the most inhumane thing. I was like, are you serious right now? Like, that's how you guys take care of it? I thought they would give you some kind of contraction or something.
They just break it over your their own fucking body part?
He broke it right over his kneecap, dude.
To be fair, your mom could have got you there sooner.
Yes, but to be fair, like, yeah, she could have. I still say things like that today.
Yeah, that's on her, dude. That's on her. That's fucked up.
Where is the military hospital? It's not close. Well, we had just, like I said, recently moved here, so it wasn't like, I have to get my military ID, I have to get all that stuff. My mom and my dad
wasn't he
recently
like,
divorced.
There's usually one on the post. Wasn't he stationed somewhere?
Well, my father and my mother had gotten a divorce, and he lived in Florida.
Oh, okay. So there's usually one on the posts.
Yeah, no. So, like, I was still covered by my father, but, like, there was, you know, we had just moved to California, they had gotten recently divorced, my brother stayed out with my dad, you know, it was like this. My mom had come out here, but my mom, like, she's really retarded with directions and stuff. Like, she'll try to go to we tried going to the Glendale Galleria, which is only like a 20-minute drive from my aunt's house at the time. It was a big mall, really, really large mall. And she ended up in East LA, like she's crying, she's asking everybody, do you know what this freeway is? The 210 freeway, because that's the only freeway she knows. And everybody kept saying no and talking to her in Spanish, and my mom, like, it was crazy. And then, you know, like, you hear those stories about people going down the wrong lane. Dude, our 20-minute mall adventure, like, that's how far the mall is, 20 minutes. Maybe 40 minutes if there's crazy traffic. Dude, it took us like 9 hours before we got home.
Wow.
We never made it to the mall, dude. I'm serious. The whole time my mother was lost in LA, like, just couldn't. She's just so bad with directions and stuff. It's horrible, and she gets
the worst with directions.
Oh, she's the worst. And then, you know, like I said, everybody was talking to her.